Today is World Bipolar Day. My name is Scott Walker. I've lived with bipolar disorder since 2000 and been a mental health advocate since 2014. And during this short video, I'm going to talk about forgiveness of self and others. And this is a massive topic. There's so much I could say. I could probably talk for days about this topic. However, I'm just going to condense this and also share some resources that I have greatly benefited from that may potentially interest you. For me, I had to do a lot of forgiveness, especially after my first manic episode, during which I said many strange things, acted very weirdly amongst family, and that was something that took some time to work through. The feelings of shame, embarrassment, guilt, and it really took me a while to forgive myself fully for all of that. Also, I had some work to do around forgiving some family members that treated me differently or were too embarrassed to see me when I was really struggling. And I have no bitterness or resentment towards those family members. However, I do know that that was out of their context. They had never seen someone like myself going through a manic episode before. So, in hindsight, I can look back and my heart goes out to them because they just didn't want to be part of that. And I can respect that. I'm grateful at this point in time that I've fully forgiven myself. I've fully forgiven all my family and friends based on whatever reactions they had to me at various points during my bipolar disorder journey. And that being said, I know that that is not the same for everyone living with bipolar disorder. I do talk and meet with various people who still hold resentment, anger, bitterness towards different people, what they've said to them or vice versa, or what they've done to them or vice versa at certain times during their bipolar disorder journey. And my heart goes out to them because it's not an easy thing to move past. However, forgiveness and peace of mind and acceptance is achievable. So I'm going to share a few resources here. 5 of these are free, 2 of them are not free. So the first free resource I'm going to go over is Ho'oponopono. And essentially it's a series of 4 statements, and you say them with feeling, and you say the person's name at the end. And the beautiful thing about Ho'oponopono is you can do it for yourself, any person, or a pet. I realize you probably don't have to forgive a pet, but you never know. Pets do strange things at times and make mistakes as well. So I'm going to go over the 4 lines of Ho'oponopono. And as I say, the most important thing is to really feel these statements and say the person or pet's name at the end of each statement. The statements in Ho'oponopono are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So if I was doing this for myself, which believe it or not, I do this every day as part of my morning activation or my morning routine, it would go like this. I'm sorry, Scott. Please forgive me, Scott. Thank you, Scott. I love you, Scott. And the wonderful thing about Ho'oponopono is you can do that at any time. You can do it in your head. You can do it verbally. It only takes, as you can see, about a minute. And it can really make a big difference in how you feel about yourself in terms of self-forgiveness, as well as forgiving others. And it can be used for any relationship in your life, whether that's a relationship where you're nonverbal, non-speaking, all the way up to an absolutely incredible relationship. Doing Ho'oponopono consistently can help any relationship improve, and more importantly, it can help with forgiveness. The second free resource that's helped me with forgiveness is journaling. It's allowed me to get all of my thoughts from my head onto paper and to really express myself fully. So that is something you can do at any point. You can just freeform write. You can look up self-forgiveness questions online. You can get a book out of the library to assist with that, with prompting. However, you can just freeform write as well. A third resource that's helped me in terms of forgiveness is watching YouTube videos and or webinars. And for example, the International Bipolar Foundation, they have different webinars on a wide variety of different topics. And those videos and webinars that have helped me have been the ones where people have been vulnerable and honest, sharing their lived experience with bipolar disorder and all of their highs and lows. That's been very beneficial for me, just knowing that I'm truly not alone with the feelings and experiences that I've had throughout my bipolar disorder journey. A fourth resource is a pretty obvious one, and that's having vulnerable conversations with friends and or family. And in my case, that took a long time for certain people to have those vulnerable conversations, to admit that I was wrong, to talk through what I said, what I did, and bringing up those feelings of shame, embarrassment, and guilt all over again. However, it was very beneficial for me, and I'm very fortunate that I had those vulnerable conversations. The fifth free resource is that of faith spirituality. So you might be someone who's an atheist. If that's the case, I totally respect that. That being said, if you are someone that follows a certain religion or you consider yourself spiritual, not religious, I encourage you to really lean into that. There's a wide variety of things you can do depending on your belief system around forgiveness and your faith grounding, but that can be extremely helpful for you. The last two resources I'll share are paid resources. They have been extremely helpful for me in reaching a level of forgiveness and acceptance of both myself and others during my bipolar disorder journey. The first one is therapy and counseling. I've been really fortunate to have had a wide variety of therapists and counselors over the years, and the best ones have really made a profound difference in my life. The second paid resource that has really helped me is having sessions with life coaches. I've had a variety of life coaches throughout my bipolar disorder journey, and they have helped me really tune into me and really help me move forward and through the muck. So those are some resources for you to consider. I will list them below. Thanks for watching. If you receive value from this video and you know of someone who might benefit from watching this, please consider forwarding this to them. Thanks for watching and take care.